Many years ago, I was working with a woman and I was guided to massage her hands and feet. So as I did this, I started getting pictures of a little Bambi quivering, frightened, and very, very tiny. And as I massaged, the little Bambi got bigger and bigger. And after a while, I kind of put the limb down. I wouldn't say I threw it, but I put it down very quickly and told her what was happening. And luckily for me, she understood. She knew what it was because she had felt the energy move in her. And she knew what was happening, that I had accessed a part of herself that she'd been trying to access for many years. So she was delighted, and I was very surprised. So what happened after that, I kept doing it, and I kept massaging people. So then I realized that actually what happens is we have a structure of energy fields within each of us, and this is what matters most of all right now. So what happens with these fields? Every field holds a different aspect of us. And as I'll show with the diagrams, we have little aspects that are called the inner child. The inner child holds our most divine consciousness. It also holds our trauma. So I may see an inner child stuck in, um, might be up a mountain, might be unable to come down. So as I massage, the energy starts to move, then the picture starts changing, and I might see it then wrapped in a little blanket, warm and in a safe place. So this happens over the healing. Another image I have seen is a child gripping onto bars, just like being in a tiger's cage, and this big cage is plunged into the water. So this child is gulping for air, but no, it's plunged down, it's suppressed within this person. And this person who comes to mind as I say that was a very wealthy businessman, and so he was very strong in other aspects, but this is a part of himself that he had quite literally suppressed and was having breathing problems and um, very, very bad for his health. So, of course, this came up every so often where he had trouble breathing, and he's taken medication for, but it's this very, very gentle part of him that actually just needs releasing. So that's one aspect, that's that inner child aspect and our highest divine consciousness. There's also another part that is what I call our earth male energy field. Now, this is action in the world. This is the action we take. If I'm a woman, it may represent the man in my life. Incidentally, these energies are in both men and women. We have male energy and female energy, spiritual energy and earth energy. So they exist in all of us. But what happens is, as children, we're told not to use. A girl is told not, generally speaking, is told not to use her earth male energy. She's told to sit, be quiet, and basically do as she's told, whereas boys are able to be more boisterous, take more action in their lives. But interestingly enough, men just as much are stuck in their earth male energy. I may see an image of a person stuck in concrete. They may be stuck in ice, but essentially what that means is that they cannot move forward in their life. So as I massage, uh, the image will start changing. The person will start being released from the concrete or from the ice. And that allows them to move forward in their life. A lot around our massage to see what's happening in each field. And then it's a matter of merging the consciousness of each field into each other so that they're moving and flowing. Now, if this is not done, then you have what's commonly known as bipolar, where the person's mind is not connecting to another part of their mind, and but what this is fields not connecting to each other. So they might be on, energetically they might be in different time zones even, where they cannot comprehend that the other even exists. They're so far apart in themselves. So this is why it matters that these fields can get together and can work out um, how they help each other. So it's an internal piece that we're finding with this. And of course, this is represented in our world where we're not seeing eye to eye with each other. Usually when I'm working with somebody, I get them to fill out a form and to what it is that they're concerned about and what they're coming for me for. Then I don't look at that. I just sit them down, give them a cup of tea sometimes, and explain about the work and what I'm doing. So then I go into their energy cold. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know anything about them. So in this way, I'm not making up stories in my own mind about what I'm going to go in and see. So that's how I prefer it for the first time. After that, it doesn't matter because we have formed a stable base of where this person is at. And so one lady who came in, I got to her male energy, and all I was seeing was somebody skiing down a slope. And I was just said, "Oh, that's weird." And she said, "Yes." She said, "This is what happens with men in my life. They come, but they don't stay. They just fly in and they fly off out again." And so that's quite symbolic of how it will place our relationships, how we're connecting with the opposite sex, and how we're connecting with ourselves in that as well. So how we make these changes within ourselves really matters. So as I massaged this woman, again the pictures began to change, and this became more stable. This earth male energy within her started to stayed longer and stayed longer, and so she was able to bring that into herself, to stay within herself. Now that what is going on within us will be reflected outside of us. So the more we heal within ourselves, the more we're going to be able to heal our outer world. So what we do matters, and this is really, really important.